is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the show. It's time for the Thursday night Indie Spotlight. With me, as always, is my trusty co-host. Where's where
Over
is he?
here, David
There he is.
Estacado coming to you live here Thursday night in the spotlight with the little homie, little Lorenzo the Llama, Lucha Llama, hanging out with us, chilling. We're here in the Casa de Mama Estacado for the next couple of weeks because I've been in the DC area, just chilling.
Man, dude, can it get any busier right now?
Any busier and hotter? Whew, yeah.
Yeah, it's hotter than hell out there. Speaking of heat, man, we got to talk about this. We got to talk about some things. There's a couple guys out there that have been posting shit on social media, funny as all get out. So I want to go ahead and take the time to address a couple things, throw some spotlight on some people about this. So coming up first, Murphy Costigan, y'all might know him as Lord Costigan out there. He's an independent professional wrestler. He said, "Congratulations, you Americans get to celebrate your treason." I mean,
Happy Treason Day weekend.
We need another one then. Okay, how's that? We need another one. How's that? Yeah, I'm just going to go with that. We need another one. And then secondly, so Chase Emery posted this picture of some new merch. It's not black and white. I'm impressed. It's red, white, and blue. That's very patriotic of you.
Very America. Very America.
Very American. Yeah, good job. Somebody decided to comment on his picture saying that's some colorful toilet paper. That was Jason Millwood. He's a professional wrestling fan. I see him at a lot of shows. Chase decided to fire back and said, "I don't take EBT cards, so you won't be able to use it as toilet paper." Okay. I wonder, here's the thing. I can't see what times those were posted. So I don't know if it was Chase saw that and quickly returned fire, or if his manager kind of put his hand up there and was using him like a Muppet or a puppet, and then, or, got both hands all the way up in there and was typing or texting on his phone and did it that way. Either way, you got to give the guy credit, or something funny actually came out of him. Even if
I would like to see more of that. Honestly. More interaction. Hey, if we're liking it, the fans are gonna like it.
Yeah, I agree. But anyway, we'll come up with a name for that segment because we're gonna have to do that. I'm
thinking thigh slappers because
we're funny. We're gonna come up with something. Slappers. We're gonna make a special segment based on just kind of the funny shit we see on social media in the wrestling industry. It's gonna be based solely on that. But I thought it was pretty funny. So I'm like, this is something nobody else is doing. Is actually showing you the social media interaction between wrestlers and fans, or wrestlers and other wrestlers, or whatever. But everybody gets to see the promo videos. You pay attention to those, but you don't see the text chatter back and forth very often. So I feel like that's a missing element. And why wouldn't we? Because we do everything else. Why wouldn't we do that too? Is put a spotlight on that. Just another venture, another venue. But another
layer to the fan interaction, to the to what we bring to the shows, right? I mean,
right?
Why not?
Exactly. Speaking of a whole new layer and a whole new venture and a whole new venue and a whole new everything, bro, we got some guests lined up tonight, and
we do. I'm still waiting on a couple of them. As you know, as I said earlier, I'm in the DMV area. I'm in the Northern Virginia area, back in my hometown right now in Alexandria, chilling at the Casa de Estacado. Chilling with the family. But last week, let's do a little bit of a recap. Last weekend, I was actually at the MATW show, and let me tell you, there's a reason why these guys are getting so many shows coming to them so quickly. And just a few short months, they managed to put off show after show after show. And the last show was amazing. The old school vibe. All I heard all night was WCW, old school, like darkly lit. The arena. I sent you a picture of the arena. I was live at the arena. Thank you for allowing me to go live there for a bit. It was fantastic. Lorenzo took over for a bit, but I had a great time.
Well, it's unfortunate I was unable to make it over the weekend, and this weekend I've had to, tell people like, hey, I'm sorry, I can't do much. So I had to go to the airport today and pick up somebody who, got flown in from the Keys, and I had to go pick them up. And we've got some business meetings throughout town to go do this weekend, because we're, hey, business is business and business is good. So we're trying to make some waves here. And, like I said, man, somebody from the Keys is up. So I'm going to be doing a lot of things this weekend, but predominantly probably being at wrestling, wrestling shows is not one of them, unfortunately. But dude, so I saw that you're talking about the Scars and Stripes show, correct?
Scars and Stripes show. Let me tell you, these guys knew how to put on a show. The vibe was great. They did pretty well, and I can't wait for the next one. And I can't wait for the one that's happening next week. And that's the reason why we're here this evening is I'm going to be doing the live commentary at IAW here coming up next weekend. And we're actually going to have the co-owners for it in just a bit. Actually, they are in the green. See what happens? Call it into existence, and they shall manifest. They are already in the green room. As you know what, I'm gonna let them introduce themselves, ladies and gentlemen, the co-owners and promoters for Intense Action Wrestling at your service here. Let's bring them on right now.
All right. What is up, gentlemen? Welcome to the show.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
What's going on? Can you hear me well?
I can hear you fine.
I hear you just fine, sir.
Nick, what's up, my bro?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm hyped. We've been talking about this for the last couple of weeks, actually last couple of months, just kind of promoting the show, promoting the poster, just promoting to the DMV peeps up here in the Virginia, Maryland, DC area. Just let them know, hey, your boy David's coming to town. It's my birthday weekend. It's my birthday month. What better way to celebrate than coming out, chilling with your boy, watching some wrestling, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Hey, that's the way to do it.
Man, are you wearing a Commander's hat? I got to ask. Is that what that is?
Yes, indeed. I'm a Commanders fan. Yes, indeed.
Okay. I mean, I'm originally Arlington, Alexandria area as well. Southern Maryland. I'm a Southern Maryland guy.
Let's just say my IAW hats didn't arrive yet. Hopefully they arrive before the show, but that's what I was originally going to wear. But I said, you know what? I'm just have to represent the home team right now.
Hey, I can't hate it. I mean, can you tell?
Love it.
This ain't a Harry Potter shirt, I promise.
Well, yeah, hey guys, thank you for having us. Like you said, I'm Tony Tone, one half founder and co-owner of IAW Intense Action Wrestling, with my buddy Riss there. And let me tell you, we're both excited. What's about to happen? Nick, you got any free words?
Yeah. We've been actually planning this for about 2 years now, right?
Yeah.
2 years. We've been putting all this together. And it just everything is coming together now, which is great. Tony and I met when Tony was running VPWA, Virginia Pro Wrestling Alliance, right?
That's right. Virginia Professional Wrestling Alliance, yeah.
I'm originally from New York, so I moved out here to Virginia, and I found out that he was running shows, and then that's when I met him. He booked me for a show, and the rest is history. We kept in contact and everything, and then something happened with VPWA, and then there was no real wrestling in Northern Virginia. So then everything just went kaput. There was like no more, and I was getting bored because there was no wrestling, and I've been in the business for about 19 years. So I need to be out there, and I'm always traveling and everything, but I was like, I want something home-based. So Tony and I got together, and that's when we came up with IAW, Intense Action Wrestling.
Yeah, he actually I would say, let me thank him because for a long time after VPWA, I was kind of uncertain about, running again. But I went to a few shows, saw some old faces. When you gonna come back? When you gonna come back? I had no doubt. And when Riss here told me, hey, he's interested in being a promoter, you know, and everything. And wanted to partner up. I thought about it and I was like, you know what, let's do it. So he pulled me back in. I'm excited for it because I was actually missing it. And you know what? I just can't wait, man. I can't wait.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
So Risk, you say you've been in the business for 19 years. Did you predominantly work New York or that market?
I worked New York, New Jersey. I appeared on TV in Puerto Rico, Germany. I've been all over. Most of my things was in New Jersey and New York around the East Coast.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Well, I've got a couple of podcast buddies up there in the New York market. They probably heard of you in that aspect.
Probably.
They follow a lot of indies up there. Creative Pro and
oh yeah,
places like that. Yeah, they're up there near them.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, like, a lot of people would know.
You know, it's a lot of promotions. You know, New York, PA, Florida. Even Carolina, you know. So, you know, in Virginia, you know, there's very few, but in Northern Virginia, there really isn't any. So
I remember Northern Virginia, dude. I worked up there for years.
Right. So
750, 66, 234. Like I know them roads, Jack.
Yeah. So this is the opportunity to bring wrestling back to Northern Virginia. To bring, you know, throughout all over, you know, even though we're going to be debuting in Manassas, you know, we plan on hitting, you know, the other surrounding areas, Fairfax, Woodbridge, you know, name some others, you know, Culpeper, you know, so
Fredericksburg.
We plan, so we plan on traveling, but right now, you know, we're going to stick to the northern part to get the fan base going. And, you know, so we just hoping and we praying and we feel like, you know, this is it right here. Like we're going to make sure IEW is a home base in Northern Virginia for everyone to come and enjoy and turn up with us.
Yeah,
that sounds awesome, man.
I like it, man. It's been a while because you know, I did a couple of shows with UCW. I actually met up and saw the announcer for UCW last week. He's like, hey, I remember your face. You actually debuted here and you did your show in Arlington. I'm like, yeah, I did. I was like, I remember that.
Yeah.
I was in Arlington. And I actually remember when I first met you, I actually met through a mutual friend.
That's right.
Cyclone Latino. Like that's how I met
you.
Got involved with you guys. And then next thing you know, I'm in the crazy world of wrestling. Next thing you know, I'm announcing and then getting my butt kicked in a battle royal. And
usually that's how it happened.
Good times.
That's right.
See, I'm stopping at the announcing. I'm not going to the getting my ass kicked anywhere parts.
You're missing out, man.
That's how you learn. I don't know. It was great. It was like something about taking a super kick to the face that just like it just kind of made my world like I was like, this is it. This is all about. It's enjoying the pain in a way. It was kind of therapeutic in a way.
Oh, when I did training, I did enjoy the pain. Unfortunately, I couldn't continue, so I decided to get in the business side. But I enjoy it, and who knows? You know, I'm old. I just had a birthday. You know, who knows? I might do a little something here and there, but I don't know. You know, I'm getting a little banged up.
That ain't the banged up parts is not in the card for yours truly. I'm just going to tell you that.
That's actually a great segue. Risk, you said you've been doing this for 19 years. When's the last time you got in the ring, man? When's the last time you got your hands dirty here?
Well, actually, it was last month, not June. June 3rd. I was in PA working an event. I'm still very active now. I had to take June off, the rest of June off because some personal stuff and working a business and stuff, and just too busy. But I'm actually working a show in Rochester this weekend, then IAW that Saturday, and then so forth. I'm just all around, man.
I hear you, man. You got to make those rounds because it gets me excited because you sometimes get in there and now you're actually proving it. You actually have a match next weekend against one of my personal favorite buddies. I've seen this kid grow. He's now evolved. just a little bit of back history about Gabriel Kai. You have a matchup against Gabriel Kai. He was out for injury. I saw the injury happen. I was there commentating when it happened. I saw a bright future for this kid. He was out on injury, and it took a long time to get back to recover. And man, that anger, that frustration, that resentment kind of built up. And when I saw him back in the ring last month, this is a new kid. He gives no fucks about what the fans think. He's there to do one thing: wrestle, prove a point, and kick ass. And that's what he's did. I'm not saying that I'm taking his side. I'm trying to be as chaotic neutral as possible, but it's not going to be easy fight, Risk.
No, I don't.
Him's a beefy boy.
You know, I don't expect it to be. I'm getting in the ring with a young kid. You know, I'm getting close to my 40s. You know, I've been in this for a minute. You know, a lot of guys that you guys see on TV now, I shared locker rooms with. You know, I've hung out with. So, you know, it's like I saw a couple of his matches and I was impressed. You know, but he's actually getting in the ring with 19-year vet. I don't really like throwing that in, but you know, with somebody with my experience, he's going to have to work a lot harder when he's in the ring with me.
Oh man, those sound like some fighting words there.
Let's elaborate on that though. His return match was against Bojack. That was the first match he had since coming back from his injury, right? Was Bojack, the dreadlock demolition machine himself. That kid's a freak of fucking nature already. Like, I'm just going to tell you, I've seen Bojack for the better part of the last year and a half. Dude's massive and insane. Him and TJ Boss together literally broke the ring that they were in when they went at it. So I knew what the kid was going up against, and he came up short against Bojack.
But he pushed the man to his limit.
But he pushed Bojack.
So
Bojack's not a 19-year vet though. Risk is.
True.
So I mean, you know me, I normally side with the vets here. I
could tell you who I shared rings with, man. You know, I've been in rings with Alpha Jr. I've been in the ring with Fala Blah. You know him. You know, I've been with Homicide. Before they were Ortiz and Santana. You know, I used to train with Santana. You know, Sonny Kiss when he was coming up. You know, there's a lot of names I could throw out there that I've been in the ring with or shared the ring with. You know, and again, like I see the kid, I like it, and I hope he brings me something that I haven't had in a long time, which is competition.
I think that's what's going to do it, man. I actually coined this phrase last weekend: the quadruple B's, big beefy boys being brutal. That's going to be. That's what that matchup.
That's five, like not four.
I like alliteration.
You said quadruple. Quadruple means four.
Five, whatever. You know what I meant.
I didn't finish high school, so I don't know.
Well, that would explain the 19-year vet. I'm just kidding. No,
it's good. I actually dropped out of high school to continue my wrestling career.
That's awesome.
And it went well.
Like, when did you start?
Cool,
when did you start?
When I started?
Yeah.
I was 16. 16 years old. I found a school in the Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
And then when that shut down, I went to Brooklyn. And it was a place called the New Doghouse. It was the original Doghouse was Homicide trained there, and a lot of bigger names trained there. You know, so I trained there. And then I went to Union City, New Jersey at Ace Pro Wrestling. That's where Jay Lethal came out, AJ Lee. They all trained and worked there. That's where I trained as well. And then I went back to Brooklyn and trained with Prince Nana. So it was like, you know, and then I got to work with Ring of Honor for a little bit. You know, like I said, it's just I got a lot of stories and experience under my belt. But I've been, like I said, I started training when I was 16 years old.
Man, and you bring in all that experience next weekend.
Dude, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I mean, I'm gonna take risk for the dub on that one. I'm just gonna go like this. Fold money on risk. I'm good.
It should be a good one. I mean, it should be a good one. I'm expecting. In fact, look, this is it's going to be intense. It's in the name. Intense action.
Intense
action.
That's
what we're planning to bring.
I ain't been to Virginia in a minute anyway, so I mean, like, y'all starting to tempt me and stuff.
I'm telling you,
we're not tempting you, man. We telling you, come on in. You enjoy. You will see if Risk pull up the W or not. Gabriel Kyle's not want someone to sleep on, but hey, who would I know? You know.
Oh no, Gabriel Kyle's not one to sleep on. I'm still picking Risk. And no, David will be there. He's scheduled for that event. I'm scheduled for a different event the same day.
There's like 4 different events going on the same day, man.
5. There's 5 different shows that day. I'm signed to one. You're signed to one. Another podcast team is running one. And there's 2 more. So it's insanity.
Welcome to the indie wrestling.
Y'all said there's a couple of shows in the Carolinas. Nah, bro. There's like 25, 30 shows that run in the Carolinas. It's ridiculous down here.
Yeah. Carolina is wow. Yeah, definitely. So
especially this side of it. I'm right at the border of North and South. Dude, on 85, shit, it's loaded.
It's crazy. Yeah,
loaded over here.
Yeah,
Western North Carolina is massive. Charlotte's got like 6 promotions. It's silly, dude. But
so I have to ask. That's a great follow-up question because this is just the questions. I have like a list of questions I wanted to ask. I've gone through some of my notes. You got to answer most of them. I have to ask, and this is just me being, chaotic neutral here. You said it yourself. There's a bunch of other promotions out there in the Carolinas, Virginia. There's some here in Upper Northern Virginia. What are you guys bringing? What's the flavor? What are you guys bringing that's different? That you have to let the fans know. This is why you guys got to come out. This is what's different from us.
Well, Tony, you want me to take this, or you want to?
No, go ahead. You take this.
Okay.
I like the smile. He's like, "Oh, I was waiting for this one."
Oh, yeah. Well,
dale, let's go.
Well, basically, when Tony and I got together, I figured with my experience and working with a lot of companies and stuff, I've always saw the same thing, and I saw what fans interacted with and everything, and I thought, like, what if we could do something a lot different than what all the other indie promotions do? I don't know if you guys know, I run an art business, WrestleLink. I make all kinds of stuff. So I told Tony, I was like, hey, not this show, but if everything goes well forward, I'm going to start designing the entranceway. So instead of it just being a curtain, you're actually going to see a whole setup, like how WCW was back in the day with Bash at the Beach, Halloween Havoc, stuff like that, because I want everything to really jump and pop, and then on top of that, I like I said, I know a lot of guys, so I could bring a lot of talent in, and be like, hey, this guy worked in NWA. I got this guy that used to work with WWE, and so forth. So we're basically going to bring something that a lot of the fans don't get to see often. Basically, what you see on TV, you could see live at Intense Action Wrestling, IAW, for cheaper of the price than a e-ticket.
And you can expect to see those designs coming in 2024. Even though this is the first show, trust me, it's not the last. But in 24, expect to see what Rich just said. Design setting, different, just a different atmosphere.
Risk. So, I met you. We know each other.
Yeah,
we met at a show.
Yeah, I know.
It just now hit me. Like, wait, I know this fucking guy.
Yeah. We met like I said, I'm everywhere, man.
Yeah, I think we met at the St. Patty's Day show at a brewery. I still have the poster for that.
Was that the with the little people cage match?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the yeah, exactly. I remember that.
Look at small. Look, and this, you know everybody.
You were getting ready to say small world. You were getting ready to say small world.
I was going to say small world, but you know, hey,
That's crazy.
Little people, big world.
Man, like I said, man, it's just like I'm all over the damn place. Like I go somewhere and people like, "Hey, haven't seen you in a while," and me with my brain now, I'm like, "Who the hell is this?" Oh, hey, man, you know, it's just I see so many people, and I meet a lot of people because I'm a friendly guy at times, you know, and I just meet a lot of people, so it's like everybody knows me or seen me somewhere, and they're like, "Hey, I know you." I'm like, "Oh God."
I'm not sure. I haven't seen your logo before. Were you at the gathering last year by chance?
Juggalos?
No, not that one.
Oh,
Never mind.
you gotta be specific, man. You gotta be specific.
Nah, the gathering is a wrestling convention in the Carolinas.
Oh no. I was
from T-Mart up there in New York.
Yeah,
Marty. Yeah. The Marty Party. That's what he calls it down here. He calls it the Marty Party. It's a 4-day wrestling con. But I could have swore it must have been something different. But so Wrestling Inc. Do you make like logos and stuff too?
No, well, I used to.
Dude makes
right now. Like I do merch for wrestlers, and I do replica championship belts for wrestlers and wrestling promotions. I do a bunch of stuff, man. Like if it's wrestling related, I just did a order for Matt Cardona. I did phone replicas of his championship belt, his internet belt.
Dude, you and me got to talk. So we're just gonna go with that. You and me got to talk because
that's how we met too. Because like I was in the process of getting merch done. I was like really like. This is like the second match I was going to, like the indie match I was going to, and then I met you. You were like selling the little foam belts and stuff and a bunch of other stuff. We started talking, nerding out. I don't remember what we were nerding out on, but we were talking about like anime and some other stuff. And I was like, it's all come back to me. Like, I remember. I was
there's this guy who's really popular right now who uses this American in his name. Well, he has another product that's also called American. Y'all may be picking up what I'm putting down. If you're not catching it, I'm sorry about the nightmares. Okay, so the other side of that, he's got this other business, and I am a connoisseur of those items that they produce. And so I'm looking at some signature series ideas, and I may have just found my guy to help me get there. So you and I'll definitely be talking because I got something that nobody else, of course I've got something in my brain nobody else has come up with. I put QR codes on a t-shirt. Haven't seen them work before. Mine do. So I was like, this is the beginning of what I want to see working. Now I have a whole nother idea for some stuff. David and I have come up with some weird shit. So we got to definitely get with you.
It's funny. It's funny that you said the QR code on a shirt because I thought of that idea too to promote business more. Every time I travel, I thought about doing a big QR code on my back of the shirt, and then just like having just people go with it and just like try to see what it is.
It works. Mine's actually about but it's not. I'd say it's about as big as a pack of cigarettes. I mean, just give you an idea. It's smaller than a cell phone, and it still works. We tested it out at this convention David and I were at a couple months ago in Tennessee, and so as long as you get it printed properly, it works.
Yeah. Okay.
It's all in black, and my shirt's red, and it still works. So I was like, yes.
That's very interesting.
So there's a way to make it work. We'll have to go over that.
Do it.
Dude.
Oh yeah.
I didn't think it was work, and I was told by a bunch of people it wouldn't work. So because I was told it wouldn't work, I had to make it work.
There you go.
Yeah, like a lot of people doubted me with this business, and 10 years later, I'm working with names.
Dude,
I'm getting paid by promotions that didn't want to pay me to wrestle. Now they're paying me to do their merch.
Dude,
that's how I look at it.
Everything comes full circle, man.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it does.
It's great.
So you got this hustle mentality. I respect it. I love it.
I'm from New York. That's why.
Hey, you just Boricua.
Mhm.
That may all make sense.
Yep.
Yep.
New York.
Man, I ain't mad at it. I mean, I don't really follow professional sports, but I recognized my man's hat down here. You know, I got family up north still. I'm in South Carolina, but the only thing you'll see me normally representing that I enjoy watching would be like Caps hockey. That's about it.
Good old Caps. We don't talk about the Flyers here.
Look, here's the thing. I went to a fight and a hockey match broke out. You know, that's what it looks like.
Wow.
Blood on ice, baby. Let's go. I like
I've
combat
never been to a
sports.
hockey game.
I like combat sports.
It's
so
better
hockey
to watch
fits.
it live than it is to watch it on TV. It's like indie wrestling. It's an experience.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I've been to a lot of baseball games, obviously, because I'm Spanish. But you know, but like I know it's a lot different. The atmosphere and everything's a lot different when you actually go to the sport. I would love to go to a hockey game and stuff, and check it out.
Oh yeah, it's almost a religion. At this point, any kind of sports, you just feel the vibe, you feel the connection.
So is wrestling, though.
You took away the segue. Exactly what I was going to get. It's like wrestling is now a religion. It's a brotherhood.
It really is. There are more people. There are more people that's starting to pop up who love wrestling.
Yeah.
Before, I remember back in the day, like, oh, you watch wrestling, oh, you suck. This, that, and the other. Or people were interested. Now, they're coming out. They're coming out, and it's like, come on out. You love it. You do.
It's an awesome thing that we're actually bringing up IAW, because I've met a lot of wrestling fans out here. I didn't think I was going to find any, but a lot of them are out here, and they always told me when we would talk that they would love to go to shows, but they're always too far. Maryland and West Virginia and stuff. So the fact that we're bringing it closer to home, I think it's going to be. I believe it's going to be a lot better for them, and then you have something to actually go to, and actually see future stars that, hey, you don't know, they could be working security in the E or in AEW or whatever. But he's like, you get to meet this fresh new talent that Tony and I are putting together for you guys for Northern Virginia. And it's just going to bring out all the hidden wrestling fans that are out here and bring them all together. Like I said,
I think you're topping a good market here.
I agree, and there's not much to do. Look, Fair Oaks Mall, Catoctin going to the Alamo, the movie theater that's out there, where you can get drinks served to you by the ninjas.
I went there a couple weeks ago.
That place is badass. I saw the Amazing Spider-Man 2 there. It was the first and last time I ever went there. I loved it.
I saw the black.
I actually went out last week in the area of Manassas promoting, throwing up flyers, passing out flyers. So many people were so happy, or at least excited, that wrestling is coming back. It's been going for a long time. I understand, MATW came to Fairfax, they traveling, but IAW, the fact that it's our home base and we're going to be here constantly running. But a lot of people are so excited. They're like, oh my God, I can't wait for the event. I'm like, make sure you be there. It's definitely hitting.
We're not just going to have wrestling. We're actually going to have an actual show. It's not just wrestling. We're going to have the entertainment part of it. Because again, like I've seen a lot of promotions. All they do is, wrestling. But where's the atmosphere? Where's that entertainment part? Besides just the wrestling. You want to bring the fans into it. You want the fans to be a part of it.
100% agree with
you
that.
You want that party vibe where you
Exactly.
feel welcome.
There you go.
You come in,
Yeah.
Exactly.
you feel welcome, you feel chill. Like, hey man, like as soon as you walk to the door, you got the person open the door. Hey man, welcome to the party. Come on in. You enjoy
Exactly.
the
There
vibes,
you go.
have a drink.
Exactly. That's the
And-
atmosphere. Yeah.
And as
And
soon as we get a liquor license, it'll be one hell of a party.
yeah. The thing is, the wrestlers engage with
Hey,
the audience, the fans engage with the wrestlers. I mean, like Nick said, entertainment. That's what it's all about. You
Hey,
know.
just make sure you tell me of a good hotel room or something nearby. I mean, I built houses in Manassas, so I know damn well there's some out there. But
I mean, you got
That's
some
what's
places
weird.
off. You got some places off of Route 1. You got some places near and around.
bro,
You're
it's
good, bro.
been all right. That was like almost 18 years ago, dude.
I'm gonna save you money. Get a tent, hook it up in a park. Boom.
Bro,
People
nah.
gonna just assume you're homeless. Free.
Look at me. Look at me. I'm white, but I'm not go camping in a tent in a fucking park white. Jesus, give me a break, bro.
I did it in Puerto Rico, man. I had to save money.
That's Puerto Rico.
That's worse.
I know, but you're also Puerto Rican, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, there it fits.
Not when you have a bunch of stray dogs at the tent just like this.
Wow.
I mean,
You have a lot of stray animals out there.
I'd have better luck going out to Southeast DC and popping a tent on a corner. Jesus,
Good luck with
man.
that.
Good luck with that one, bro.
Wow.
dude.
Born and raised in DC. Good luck with that one.
I
dude.
worked in DC, bro. All right, do you know where Pigtown is in Baltimore?
No.
Who? No.
Pigtown. All right, so Pigtown is like the ghetto out there by Camden Yards. That's
Okay.
Pigtown. That shit, south side, yeah. I know all that area. I worked that area too. I used to work over off of Broken Land Parkway. Dude, like, you ain't scaring me with that shit. But you said camping in a tent out there. No, nah. I've got family. I got friends in Orange. I got friends in Fairfax. I promise you I can find a place to crash. I was just trying not to drive if you get a liquor license. There's a difference. I don't drink and drive.
I mean, well, I mean, I do it every year.
Oh,
I started doing it every year.
Drinking and driving? Why would you do that every year? What the hell's the matter
Yeah,
with you?
right.
No, you gotta drink and then you drive.
No.
Fun.
I tent. I've done other conventions. I've done this Vikings Con convention, and there's one in DC and there's one in Lower Virginia and North Carolina. I put up a tent, stay the night, because I mean I'm doing security, and at the end of my shift, I get my mead going. It's a good place. Why drive anywhere? We just crash the party, wake up to continue the party. I'm picking up what you're saying. Risk. I totally get where you're coming from. You want to stay as close to the party, but not too close.
I slept in cars. I slept in the truck with the ring. Just so I could know I'm good.
Find me a hotel. I got there's plenty of hotels nearby.
Yeah, right. I'm with my man Tony on this one. I'm
Budget
sorry,
and
but
find me a hotel. We good to go.
Right. I will go from the Carolinas into Virginia to work. I don't care. That doesn't faze me. So when you say people are like, oh, Maryland's too far of a drive, bro, I used to do that drive daily. I used to literally live down in southern Maryland. I mean, all the way down by the water, on the water. And
I drove 13 hours to St. Louis.
I just drove 15 back from Dallas.
What is this?
So
I used to walk 15 miles to my show.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But dude, Wrestle Inc. We're definitely gonna have to talk about your products and some stuff. Because I've got a lot of promoters that want a lot of shit done. So
I'm here.
We definitely gonna have to talk.
Like this is actually one of the main plates I'm working on for promotion. I'm working for upstate. I did the IAW shirts.
Nice.
Yeah, I got pins. I'm working on it. I'm on top of a lot of stuff.
Wait till you see the championship belt that.
We
came up with. And
can we show it? Do you want to show
it? No,
we can't show that right now.
Can't show it right now.
However, I guarantee if we can probably connect again in early 2024 once we run the show, we will probably have the belt ready, and Nick will have some foam belts ready. But
Yeah, it's a beautiful belt. The design that Tony and I agreed on, it is a beautiful championship. Like it's a championship you don't really see in the independent promotions.
Yeah,
you know.
So
you have my
just
interest.
wait, yeah, and like I said, wrestling is, when I met him, and I was amazed by his artwork. I mean, he does painting too, so he does everything, everything.
Yeah.
So I was just like, when I saw this, I was like, bro, we can make IAW, wrestling, the provider for IAW merchandise.
Yeah.
It was a win-win situation, and people, where you get this from? Wrestling. So it's kind of go hand in hand. So you expect you're going to see more. There you go. So you're going to see more merchandise.
We're saving money by me doing the merch.
Right, and you're making money off the merch. It's dude, that business model is fucking brilliant.
Exactly.
Like, and I love it. Smart business is something. Ask David. Smart business is the only business.
Yeah.
Because bad business don't last.
No, I'm in the business of making business. I like working with people. I like
Nick, do you have the mic flag that you made?
Oh yeah, this is the mic flag I made.
Custom made,
bro.
Mic flag. Nice.
Yeah. It's not like I said, different. Every time I see a mic flag on something, there's always a box with a sticker. Yeah. I wanted something more pop out, 3-dimensional. So
that is badass. Dude.
All right, so we need to talk. Because I would like to help out with that. I was literally
look. I found this guy first, so we're gonna have to talk to me first.
What are you gonna share me? What the hell?
Well, that's what the point I was trying to get. I literally was in the process of finishing out some projects because I'm getting everything ready, finishing up on some trading cards for a really big event coming up soon in North Carolina. And Tony's like, "What, you make trading cards?" I was like, "Yeah, I do." It's taken me long to kind of be able to be comfortable to actually be able to. From my head down to the paper, but it's been a hell of a ride. I've really been enjoying it. So let's collab on that.
I love that too. We'll put a pin in that part because you and I got to talk about the cards you sent me that you and I were supposed to brainstorm about some things. You remember that?
That's true.
Because I forgot, and then you didn't remind me, so I forgot again.
I'm dropping the ball. So coming to you soon. Here's my plug. AIW trading cards, Wrestle Inc. trading cards.
Looks gonna look at
yeah. I don't know why you said that, and the first thing that came out was like, we could make them holographic like Pokemon cards.
Yes.
Yeah.
They charge a little more, but I think it's worth it.
Oh, I could do that here.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can charge a little more on holographic bottles.
I have art printers. I have a laser cutter. I have everything.
Just have your people call my people. You see
that would be me.
Miss Kate, please make note.
I got 2 words for you. Signature series. I got something right here. I got something up my sleeve. You're gonna dig. We'll talk about it. We'll take that one off air too, man. Right. Let's catch up on some comments because we got something funny in here. Wolvie said, "What's up? What's happening, Wolverine?" That's one of our refs down here in the Carolinas. A guy named Mike Harris. David, will you let your ex-coworkers take a picture with you July 15th? Now that you're all famous, we know your appearance fees aren't cheap anymore.
They ain't cheap no more, Mike.
And NFT wrestling cards. Okay. I mean, NFTs are already a thing, but I'm not sure how an NFT wrestling card works. I don't understand the whole NFT thing. Like, I get it, but I don't get it. I get what it is, but I don't understand why.
Just like the Washington Post. If you don't get it, you don't get it. I mean,
well, I get I get the thing, but I don't understand the why. Why is it a thing?
You own the art and you can, I guess, exchange the art for money. I don't know. But shout out to my boy, Big Money Mike is what we used to call him. We used to work at cells together, selling cell phones and stuff. My boy, Mr. Money Mike. this man, shout out to him too, because he also does these food reviews on his social media. This guy goes up and down DC, Alexandria, and he is finding these spots to find, like these hole in the walls, random spots. I get hungry every time I watch his social media, but definitely check him out because he's always finding good spots to eat and stuff.
I'm gonna have to send him to a couple of places I know of down in the Southern Maryland area.
I'll send it to some spots in the South Bronx.
Well, there you go. Oh man,
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know about Gucci fritos, man.
Cool. Oh, or finding the best authentic birria tacos. Like the birria tacos is like a big thing right now, but you can't. $10 for 4 tacos is fantastic. 10 for 3.
It's worth it.
To get you 10 to 3. We'll see.
So I've actually got 2 different posters here for the IAW show.
Mm-hmm.
Wondering, Tony, if you would be willing to speak on this a little bit. All right, we got these 2 guys right here.
Oh,
yeah, Jack Cole and Joe Ocasio.
The King
Joe
Beast.
Ocasio, who you want to start with? So, Jack Cole worked. I know Jack Cole for quite some time. He's worked with me on VPWA, and Cole is really, he's really developed. I'm proud of him to see where he's went with his career. And Nick actually, we was brainstorming. We was like, who can we get? He said, I know this guy named Joe Ocasio, and it wouldn't be fair. So I'm gonna let Nick talk about Joe because he knows the guy. He's seen him in action, but Joe is definitely.
Yeah. I have to agree with something that you said, Tony. That he has that Jai has come into his own. I've met this man from the original show at that St. Patty's Day show, and then followed him. He actually came down to a couple shows where I was working at down in Virginia at Pura Pro and a bunch of others. We actually saw each other again at the Monster Factory, Danny Cage's place. We went to 2 seminars together, and to see that this man was hungry and has put in the work and is molded. There's a reason why they call that man the King Beast.
King Beast. Right. Cole worked with me every VPWA show that was held. Cole was there, and he tore it up. And when we did a spot at Hard Times Cafe in Manassas that's no longer there, they tore that place up. Him and actually Cyclone
Latino, yeah.
So I've seen the progression. I love the guy. The guy is definitely, hungry for this. He's definitely the King Beast. And, can the King Beast take out the long and the landmine? That's the question.
Yeah, I mean, I've known Joe for years, even before he started using his actual name, before he was that fit. Joe has put in so much work into himself, and like he's always been like a top contender since I first met him. And I know for a fact that like when I mentioned him to Tony, and then Tony put up, oh my God, I'm sorry, what's his name again?
Cole.
Jack Cole.
So I'm so sorry. Cole, you're watching this. My apologies. And we knew that putting them together will be a great match, because I seen Cole's work. I know Joe's work, and I know for a fact it will be a great thing to see them come at each other. So we basically just got guys we know versus guys I know, so it's like, who'll have the best talent pick?
It sounds like you put together like a fan favorite, like you're putting together your own fanfic of indie wrestling together here.
Well, I mean, like, because like every time I go to a show, I always love to look at everybody's work and see what they could bring, what they have to offer, basically. And when we were brainstorming about IAW and talent, we were definitely trying to pick the people who will fit within intense action wrestling, because we want the talent to be what the name is. And we looked at so many people. I mean, a lot. And the people we have, we do believe they have what they have. I mean, let me find my words. They could give the fans what we're trying to offer as a wrestling promotion that's trying to stand out from the others.
So you have faith that they can deliver the experience that you want your fans to have.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, most
Oh, no
definitely.
doubt, not a question.
Excellent.
I mean, not. Oh my God, it's gonna be great. You want entertainment, you want intense, you want action. You got to come to IW July 15th and see it.
Yeah, it's basically it's not going to be something you see at every show. Again, it's going to definitely stand out and be different. You're not going to have the typical face and heel thing. You're going to see a lot of different things. If you want to see some hardcore stuff, hardcore stuff, depending on where we're at, because
in Virginia,
rules,
in Virginia,
we're trying to offer people.
The thing is, long as we don't shed blood, we can have extreme matches. We can have matches that can go out the water as long as we don't create blood.
Yeah, that's the rules they say.
Now,
I'm not a PG friendly guy, so
I'm
really
with you on that.
Either,
but we can still make it. We still can make it entertaining. Trust me.
So, like if you look at the I-85 corridor, it's dicked up anyway because you got North Carolina's the land of extreme. They can bleed North Carolina, and they do a bunch of the extreme stuff. South Carolina, no blood. If you can get it under control, that's fine. But if not, you got 90 seconds to go home. Some shit like that. Then in Georgia, Georgia, they bleed buckets. They don't give a shit. They bleed buckets everywhere in Georgia. It's like Carrie took place in the fucking ring. It's weird,
right?
But
we're more. So our show's gonna be more PG-13 like.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's like, hey, parents expect when you come to the show, you're gonna get some crazy stuff here and there. So we got a lot up our sleeves. In 2024, that's when we plan on doing, longer shows. But we got some stuff out our sleeves. We work together to make sure we find the right wrestlers to promote for the events we're looking to do. And I'm excited for some of the shows we got lined up in the coming. But trust me, we can have tables broken. We can have some ladders. We can have some steel chairs, some Kindle sticks. As long as we don't shed a little bit of blood, we all right.
I mean,
I want to see blood.
You're gonna have to go to a different state for that because I know, like, I sent an email to the Maryland Athletics Commission. I wanted to do something up there. I still want to do something in Maryland. I'm trying to find the right people to work with, which is turning out to be
like what?
Cough.
Two different ideas.
IEW's coming to Maryland.
Okay.
I can tell you that. IEW's coming to Maryland.
Then you and me need to talk. So, because I wanted to do a benefit thing up there. Very recently, a firefighter for the federal government and a local firefighter where I'm from passed away. Now, I don't think I knew him directly. Concussion brain, and I've been gone from up there for like 10 years. But he knew my brother real well. Hell, he worked for my brother at one point, and he was a firefighter alongside of my brother. So I wanted to do something to try to, raise some money for them. I wanted to do a benefit thing for them. The other trick of the trade was you see Maryland Championship Wrestling running a spot show down that way in Southern Maryland like once a year or some shit. And they'll bring in like a Hardy or they'll bring in like one name. These fucking people don't care about that. You bring in like George South and some of the old school NWA vets, they're going to go ham.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to go ape shit over the old school guys. I'm talking about Scott Hall's hometown, right? Where Scott Hall's from. I knew his mother. You bring in the old school NWA, AWA, that style down there, it's going to be on. It's a difference of product.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go up there and just throw something. But anyway, the Athletics Commission hit me up. This cat called me at 8:00 at night on my cell phone. I'm like, dude, what the hell are you still doing at work? You're a government employee. I know damn well y'all don't work this hard or this late. What are you doing? So he called me and laid out all these rules and all this mess, and I'm like, dude, okay, I'll find a promoter.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot with it. Yeah, it is. I spoke to him, but IAW is coming to Maryland, coming soon. First, we're going to get Virginia under control. We're going to take it over, but it's coming because, again, you know, you have a Maryland promotion that's, you know, in the Baltimore area or further out, but nothing in the central part. So, like I said, we're looking to try to, you know, bring it Central Maryland,
Charles, Calvert, St. Mary's.
There you go, Prince George's, Anne Arundel, Howard. So the thing is, we're looking to bring our product to everywhere. We want people to know who we are.
Yeah.
IAW will be coming to New York. I'll let Nick speak on that.
Yeah. I've actually have a lot of connects in New York, and Tony and I discussed when we're actually talking about what to call the promotion. I've actually been sitting on the name Intense Action Wrestling for a while, and I told Tony, I was like, we if we want to move on from state to state, we can't just name it after the state we're in. You know, we got to branch out. With Intense Action Wrestling, we could take that anywhere. You know, it won't be like, oh my God, Virginia's in New York. You know, no, we could take IAW over here, over there. You know, and with New York, since like I know there's a lot of promotions in New York. You know, it's just who will be willing to work with us. You know, to collaborate or rent out their space. It doesn't matter. We're always willing and open to work with other promotions, you know, because we're all here for the same reason, to entertain the fans and bring in the money. You know,
that's great. There you go.
And it's all told with those crazy stories in the ring. That's one thing that I always come back to, the stories. And I think that's why I feel like it's so popular, why it's always coming back, because it's such a human thing, right? We're always been telling stories for thousands of years by word of mouth, by picture, by whatever. These wrestling matches, wrestling in general, in my opinion, it's kind of become like the new gladiators, the gladiators of this age, or the mythology of this age. Look, everyone's talking about storylines and this and that and legends. I mean, you have the Undertaker, you have that streak that's now become a mythos in itself in the wrestling business. So now you get to see the pantheon kind of grow from promotion to promotion, I feel. And then I think like you guys have something special, man, and I'm glad to be a part of it, and I can't wait for next weekend. Is there anything else you guys want to get into that for next weekend? I know we're gonna have you back for the card, the full breakdown for the card. I'd love to do that for you guys. There's the beautiful poster right there.
It's a badass poster.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, who did the poster? I got to thank Tony on that one.
You did the poster?
Yeah.
You made it, or you had it made?
I had it made. I'm not creative like that. I had it made.
Okay. It's still badass. I mean,
thank you. Yeah. I'm not that creative. Let me tell you, my poster creations when I did them before were like in PowerPoint. So this is nothing compared.
I mean, better than me. I use Mematic.
So I linked up with a guy. Shout out to Indy Graphics who done that down for me down in Florida. But he created this, and when I saw it, I was just like, "Holy cow!" Like, is that real? I showed it to Nick, and he was just like, "That's badass."
I was blown away. I was like, "Wow, that's a hell of a poster."
I mean, that's a poster. That's what a poster should show.
Yeah.
It shows the talent. It shows the date. And it's like, oh, well, shit, that looks like it's going to be awesome. I want to go to that. Like
one of the promoters I work with, man, he always said, and I think he took the phrase from somebody else, but he always says to me, he goes, Ryan, listen, the poster is the front door to your show. That's what everybody sees before they come through that door. That's the front door to your show. So I've always I've been real picky about seeing posters that I like, man. And I mean, I'm gonna give y'all some credit. That's a badass poster.
Yeah. Well, we're super excited for next Saturday. Again, if you need us to come on or next Thursday to talk about, the full run through the card, that's fine. But we're super excited about next Saturday, July 15th. And during the searching for different venues and talking to different people and everything, I came across. I visited this one place, and actually, MATW was just there, and they was just like, "Yo, you're local. Like, we want to have you here." So, we talked, we discussed, and I'm telling you right now, we will be after July. You can catch us again in September. Okay, we're coming back again in September.
I think one second.
And so
2023.
So you can expect us again in September. We're going to run it back.
Dude,
run it back.
Y'all got to give me a date.
Back.
You got to get me a date for that.
Oh, I'm gonna get you a date.
Look at that.
I'm gonna get you a date right now. I don't want to give you the date right now. I have the date. But right now, September, we will be back. We're gonna run it back. We're gonna run it back for you because we got to at least leave you with one show.
I like that.
We can't do that. We can't end 23 with just one show.
No.
Right. Yeah.
We can't leave you with one show.
Give me a date as soon as possible because my September looks. I got 5 bookings for the rest of this month. And I ain't done shit yet this month. But I got 5 bookings to go this month already, and September's filling up. So it's like the faster people let me know, the faster I can be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So again, there it is.
I will try to get
the announcement, and that's what I love about this show is that when you guys come on, you guys could drop bombs like this. That you're coming back.
Yeah, we're gonna run it. We're definitely gonna run it back. We're not just gonna leave you guys with one show for the year.
Yeah, we're not one-hit wonders.
So that's right.
Oh, this in the tax time wrestling promotion? Oh my God. I'm so sick of tax return wrestling promotions. Jesus God.
I gotta admit, I like the run it back because as somebody in the, fighting game, as somebody from the fighting game community, we always got to run that last match back. Always run it back. Best 3 out of 5.
And it's got the Vice City vibes on the poster, man. The GTA vibes. I dig it.
Yeah.
Hell
well, we're gonna run it back, man. We're not one-hit wonders like the rest said.
Dude, I'm telling y'all, sincerely, thank you. I am excited for Virginia. That is badass for them. We can make some magic happen up that way.
Definitely.
And I can tell you already, if my ass crosses the state line into Virginia, there's gonna be a whole lot of people who are gonna be like, "Wait, Ron's coming to town? Oh, we gotta go."
Exactly.
So
bring it, come.
So
the more merrier,
That's the whole point. Come. Money Mike, tell the people.
Look,
you're watching. Money Mike, you bring the drinks. I'll be hanging out.
I've been talking to Devin and Riss, and I said, we're gonna actually thinking about bringing Thursday night Indie Spotlight live at the show. So we want you guys to come and do a live show.
Yeah.
And a pre-show and then maybe an after show. So we're going to talk more about that. But I'm what do you think, Riss? I mean, what do you mean? What do you think?
I think that the after show was good. There's not at the after party because that's not going to be PG.
Yeah.
That's right. So we're definitely going to get together and work on that. But I'm excited for what we plan to bring. Sometimes I can't sleep at night because I'm like, is it here yet? Is it here yet? Is it here yet?
Dude, it's labor pains, but it's labor pains. You just want the baby. It's labor pains. You just want the baby.
It's the artistic labor pain.
That's what that is.
Yeah, you feel the anxiety, you feel the frustration, but the excitement, right? Like it's coming. Everything that you guys have worked for so much.
I'm more excited to see the fans because I just want to see their reaction to what we're bringing, what we have to offer, and what they can expect for the next event, and the next event, and the next event. That
statement right there is why I want to work with you. So, like that's where it's at. What the hell?
He's so excited.
His camera just went yoink.
Yeah, right.
You're being obtuse. Is what he's being obtuse.
Well, obtuse, cute, I guess.
Cute, yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I think it just froze.
I think he did too.
You still there, Nick? Rick? I think he froze.
But dude,
I'm not sure what quite
couple
happened.
more comments came in. Doug Grubb chimed in. He said, "What's up?" Cliff Stanley, another referee here in the Carolinas. He said, "What's up, fellas?" Alex Evans chiming in. That's another professional wrestler up there in y'all's area. Brutality Inc., right?
Yeah,
he's part of Brutality Inc. He's one half of Brutality Inc., that tag team.
I already have, look, I have my little notes. I've been speaking to Tony. I've been looking his card. You don't think I'm not scouting? Come on, Ron. You know, I'm gonna put
I know.
in his ear. I'm like, look, you gotta have Brutality Inc. Alex, I got you covered. I'm not your manager. Probably should pay me, but I'm just saying, Tony, these are guys. The tag team division, once you have that build up, I think that's another conversation for another day.
Oh,
that's a guarantee hit right there.
I got some talent from the Carolinas you would like to talk to as well. And I mean,
and look, I tell
we just say they high rollers, okay?
We are always looking for new, exciting talent. Someone that can really get over with the crowd, give the fans a show, give the fans entertainment, give, their all and their best, and really show up, show out, bring the house down. So I tell people, info at iewpro.com. You can send their booking information there. Tell them the email. We definitely will take a look at, the footage, look over your resume and stuff like that. And then, as we plan forward for other shows, we keep that in mind. But info at iewpro.com, that's where you can send bookings, any talent to who's interested in working with us.
Hell yeah.
You heard it first here, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll get linked up on social media. Tony, thank you so much, man, for coming on the show. I greatly appreciate you and Risk for coming on.
It's been a pleasure. Absolutely. I'll let Rich know, but absolutely. Again, next Saturday, July 15th, IEW Intense Action Wrestling, the premiere, the debut. It's going to be awesome. Please come out. If you're in the area, come out. We're going to have a fun time. Trust me. The card is stacked. We got 8 matches, okay? So it's going to be stacked from top to the main event. So, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait.
That's Manassas, Virginia, guys.
And stay tuned next weekend. Tony, we'd like to have you back. We'll go down with the card with you, give you down the details before the big show. And yeah, that'd be great.
Next week's show's 4 segments long. Yeah. Next week is going to be hell week for you.
Yeah.
So you better pop an energy drink and a caffeine pill before
let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh, I'm talking to him. I'm talking to him.
Oh, you talking to him?
Yeah, I'm telling him.
Well, you better be ready. Wow.
Look, he might be all right coming out of the gate, but my man ain't much on stamina. Know what I mean? So I'm saying he better be ready to work next week because we got 4 segments on this show next week. It's going to be ridiculous.
Oh, wow.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, definitely. We'll do that. We'll do IWA, a full ICE breakdown, an XWW preview. All of y'all running the same damn weekend, not the same day. And then we got 2 more segments that I forgot about. But anyway, it's
going to be a busy week.
Yeah.
But thank you, Tony. Thank you so much. Any last words before I let you go and move on to our next segment? We have the boys in the green room ready for us.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for having me on, guys. It's been a pleasure. You guys keep doing your thing. I appreciate you. Much love. And like I said, next week, we definitely run the card down. July 15th, be there, Manassas.
That's right. Take it easy, sir. Man, dude, that cat is cool. That company seems legit. Like, I'm digging this. I'm digging this. Look, anything to help Virginia and Maryland because they suck on everything else right now. They got to have something good. So we need good wrestling there. MATW and these guys now in Virginia up in that. Hell yeah. The more the merrier.
Consider the crossover potential on that too.
Dude.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, there's a lot of potential. But speaking of a lot of potential, we've got some guests in the green room. We've got to bring on the ICE Tag Team Tournament winners. No. Yeah,
I think you're right. Yeah,
Am
I don't
right?
know why.
I'm right. Yeah, I'm right.
What?
Dude, concussion brain. I can't remember. I'm sorry. Concussion brain. I can't remember. I'm sorry. Yes, they won the tournament. Y'all had me tripping because there was it was the one dude who threw me off. The one dude threw me off, and that's all it was. But it's not these guys because these guys were fucking insane in that matchup. And we've got the heavyweight champion as well in the background.
Put some respect.
He's in the green room.
Put some respect.
He's in the
Royal Highness.
green room.
His Royal
Highness is in the backstage area as well. So first and foremost, we're going to bring on Divine Dynasty. And how you gentlemen doing tonight?
We look this good.
Oh, doing great, man.
Yes,
we got a good angle from you. Look at you.
Man,
and after working out too, you got that workout glow.
Oh no, they've been training. They've been training. I can tell where they are.
Ooh, I know
that building. I know that building.
Oh, yeah, we stay in here. We stay in the factory.
Oh, I can tell.
They're putting work in the lab, is what they're saying. Ooh, I
can hear the ass whipping in the background.
I mean, it's happening right now.
Oh yeah. Exactly. Oh, that was Audrey. That was Audrey, wasn't it?
No.
No? Who was that?
That's Leah Knight.
Okay. I was like, man, that looked like Audrey for a second. Oh, hell. David done dropped out for a minute, but he'd be back in a minute. He had to go take care of something. Okay. And also in the background, we have the Indy King, the reigning, defending heavyweight champion of ICE. He is joining the show. Your Highness, how are you doing this evening?
You already know how I'm doing. Like every time we come to this, undefeated.
Got you. So, man, look, we're coming up on the 15th. Now, we just interviewed some cats from the Virginia market. They're running a show on the 15th. This is a show being run in North Carolina on the 15th as well. But you two, y'all don't mix having a conversation, because the last time out, when I was in the back, Indy King, I was trying to catch a word with you. And while you was there, Mr. Divine was in the back. I don't know what the hell was going on there.
Whoa. We talked about this last time we had an interview. Put the respect on the Divines. Dynamite, I'm going to say this now. I haven't seen it float around, but I apologize for blowing up on you. But you got to understand, our agreement is y'all win, y'all get gold. I kept my end of the word. Don't y'all got title shots next week?
I mean, and we're going to take those times. Don't you second guess that. But look, next time, the next time you disrespect me about me not getting the job done. Last time I didn't have him.
When was this?
But it's gonna be both of us. And you really don't want to know. I'm just leave it at that. We're keeping our word. We're gonna go fault. I'm not gonna go into details, but we're gonna do what we need to do.
Yeah, right.
Look, guys, so here's my thing. Like I said, I walked in trying to catch a word with Jay, Indy King JT, the heavyweight champion. And Mr. Divine was there. But then fast forward a couple hours later, Divine's in the ring with y'all, part of the Divine Dynasty. And then we had Aloysius trying to run off with your damn trophy at the end of the night, which was jacked up as hell. Right? I was still there. I was walking behind you when it happened.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell are we doing here? But it threw me for a loop to walk back.
No.
You don't like
Do what?
Divines don't like thieves, man.
Oh, well, no, I get not that part. That I understand. Nobody likes a thief. I 100% agree. What I didn't understand was why Mr. Divine was having a conversation with him. Then now I hear this, y'all having this gold conversation.
You need to mind your business.
Exactly.
We have behind closed
Hey,
doors.
you not hear them? Do you not see the future tag team champions speaking?
Exactly.
Remember, I gave you royalty, but now you seem like you starting to forget when I'm in this. What you about to say? What you about to say?
I'm just trying to put everything into perspective so I can make it make sense. It's got to make sense.
What you saying don't make sense. We handle our business the way we need to handle our business. Don't worry about it.
Okay, well that's all I need to know. As long as it's getting handled, that's cool. But it was just one of those weird things.
What's so weird about it?
This is how it's going down. Okay. AC has shown his potential to be a savage, the psycho boy, pretty boy. He got that. I got on Dynamite because he didn't explode like I know he can do. Yes, he did everything I didn't think he could do. He has shown that he got the potential to be a top super single star. Both those boys, but they're in a tag team division. We want them to be so divine with that pretty ass gold on around their waist.
I can see it. I can see it.
I can see it already.
I can see it already.
I want to see my reflection.
Okay. So now it's starting to make sense.
What are you doing, Ron? You're out here causing trouble?
No. I'm trying to understand things. I'm trying to understand.
Ron, the only thing you only need to understand, these boys are going places.
No, I already know that they're going places. I saw them perform. I know where they're going. Okay? I get that. That's not it. I'm trying to make it make sense because not everybody knows everything or knows who everybody is. One of the last times we saw me and JT together, the Indy King, the heavyweight champion, one of the last times you saw us together, besides me announcing him into his championship match and announcing him as the winner of that match against Based Hunter Rainer, which still makes his fucking name doesn't make any sense to me. What's based mean? Like, is he basic but plural or like cute? What is that? I don't get. You see, I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. That's why I don't like when things don't make sense. So that's why.
Listen to this though. Listen to this.
Win
with this guy.
He doesn't got the potential to be the champion in ICE. He seemed like he was the last result. Look, the Divines, they went on a tournament and beat each person stepping in their way. I had beat multiple people, multiple matches. I even had one that was scared to come to North Carolina, my own pupil that I trained, and they got switched out to Hunter Reigns. So you're telling me I ain't doing my job?
No.
I just don't like how ICE is putting me against these other people that, if you realize, their promos always come the week of the show. They don't say nothing on social media. But these boys on my right, I guess the people who's watching the left, they've been putting in work even when they're not in the same building. Now,
damn right.
Oh, dude, I've seen them put in the work. That's what I'm trying to get at. I've seen them putting in the work, and nobody was talking anything negative about anything. I'm just trying to say, you made it a big deal when I walked into the room to talk to you, JT, Indy King, champion. You made it a big deal that Mr. Divine was there. And then I seen him with Divine Dynasty that night, holding up champions, winners of this tournament. So I'm just trying to figure out where is the common goal. The common goal must be gold.
Of course.
I'll say
look, think about it.
Want exactly one thing.
If I could just be the devil's advocate in a second for a bit.
Indy King wants to be world champion.
Yes, he does.
We both keep these. Deals have been met.
Now, that makes sense.
Last show, Dynamite put the boots and chair to Mark James, showing that he can explode. See, this is what we were trying to come to this realization. Yes, they're pretty boys. Yeah, they got the ladies chasing all through North Carolina, all up to. They got them everywhere. But there's a fine line of being pretty and the destruction. And for you to have gold, you got to have brain, or you got to be sadistic sick in the mind to one individual. And I believe Dynamite took that chair and showed RCK and Mark James who's going to stand tall.
Right? Okay. That is good enough for me. So we've got a hell of a show coming up on the 15th. I just got signed to that show last night. So we're going to have a good time on the 15th in Jacksonville, North Carolina.
I'd just say you need to be careful. I'm just saying, you're stepping into meetings, you don't want to get in the wrong meeting room again here, Ron, because I'm just saying, just to say, and I kind of get the collaboration here. I get it. You have the Divine Dynasty and you have royalty themselves, Indy King, what they say that, royalty is divinely anointed. And I think it's just makes perfect sense here that you have three fantastic talents here that recognize game. Game recognizes game. These guys are two fantastic talents. I mean, wouldn't you? And, if I'm going to be conquering or, if I'm going to be entering another territory, I'm going to like to have an ally in my hand that has the like mindset that I do, Ron. And I'm not going to lie. I kind of dig in the vibe here. They're talking strategy. They're talking alliances, allegiances, so to speak. I mean, sometimes it takes more than one countryman, so to speak, to protect your country, some asset protection, so to speak.
Right. Hey, look, I'm all for it. You know me. You know who I work for. And you know who works for me. You know what works for me. So you're speaking my language.
All right.
You know that. These guys, I can see them definitely doing things. I see the potential. I saw it on them the first night I saw them together in the ring in that tournament. There's no doubt in my mind.
They have the talent. This is not me just gassing them up. Just talking about the tournaments. They have the fortitude, the talent, the stamina to go against that gauntlet of a matchup of going through that tournament and make it out on top at the end. And then you have the Indy King, who, by the way,
names that were in that match with them. You're talking there was 20-year plus vets in there against these guys. And they outperformed and outshined. I'm nowhere near denying their credibility. I didn't know what to expect when I went there because I didn't know any of you personally. You know what I'm saying? I knew of your work before I went to ICE. I knew some of y'all's work. I knew some of the characters. I knew of you. I had heard of you. I didn't know what I was going to expect when I got to ICE.
This is not character. This is life. Divine is a lifestyle. Yes, this is a character. We have characters would have been our early stage in wrestling, but that stage have left. This is built up, overlooked, kicked in the dirt, just a handshake showing up at the wrestling show and then not getting paid. Now we're showing our true color. Everyone thinks this is a show, a gimmick. No, this is us being us, showing our talent. Because we've been looked over too many times. We have went to too many places, set up the ring, broke down the ring, swept around, pick up trash, put up the chairs, help with tables, all that. But nobody gave us credit. This is not a gimmick. I know you didn't mean no disrespect to the King or the Divine when you said that, but this is legitimately is a lifestyle that we had to really force out to people to understand we're not playing games no more.
No. Right. You had to manifest that lifestyle. When I said character, I don't mean character like Iron Man is a character played by Tony Stark, played by Robert Downey Jr. That's not a character. Character, I mean like your personal character, like how you are as a man and as a competitor. I didn't know you guys on that level. Now I do, and I see what you're about, and I know what you bring to the table. Trust me. I can't wait to see what you're going to do on the 15th.
Go ahead. Go ahead, King. Go ahead.
No, I could wait because I have a big question for Divine Dynasty because I've been keeping track of ICE. You know, we're working with ICE and the announcements they've been making and the matches they've been making. I have a question to them about a potential upcoming matchup because that's going to be a crazy solid matchup. Divine Dynasty. Have you heard the news? You're on the socials, you're on the medias, you're on the WrestleNet collective here.
Uh-huh.
The Hounds of Hades are making their debut next weekend. They are some tough ass customers. They're not all there in the head. How are you going to deal with such a unorthodox and competition?
Look, man, look.
This wouldn't be our first time running into the Hounds.
Exactly. We beat them before, baby. We could beat them again. I mean, it's that simple. They're tough. They got some competition to them, but there's one thing that we are that they're not. That's just simply that we are divine and they are not. I mean,
that's a fact,
dude. I like it. So. We know, is that who you're going up against? Is the Hounds?
No. I'm just not reading who they're going against, but this is the reason why they're the next and first ICE tag team. They've been doing this since the beginning. RCK, Divines are not going to end this fucking, excuse my language, for your show. I know you can edit, whatever. They're going to finally show who's the best ICE tag team in ICE. Right now, the top dogs are the Divines because they won tournaments. They won the tournament.
Right.
And that tournament, RCK didn't fight until the main event. And they lost still.
Right.
Doesn't make any sense to us.
Now, I going into the main event, I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, well, these other teams have all fought, and these guys haven't. That gives them the advantage, And when you two pulled it off, I was like, that was unexpected and awesome. It was a phenomenal victory.
It was divine, wasn't it?
It was divine. It was divine.
You have talked about how divine you are. You have the divine touch on y'all. But you have to think about it this way. You guys are now the top dogs at ICE, right? Don't you think that also puts a mark on your back? That some people want to take away your divine light away from you. The fact that you guys are top dogs, that's you know.
We're used to it by now, baby.
It's not like, and in fact, speaking on our divine name, it's not like being with Michael Divine, Unk. It's not like being with him hasn't already put a target on our back. That the great mind of his. There's no way we can be who we are without Michael Divine.
Exactly.
Thank you for the segue because I was about to ask, how does Mr. Divine feel about this? This collaboration, how does he see this as a good tactic? I know he has years of experience. I know you guys have been molded by his teachings. Thank you. His tutorship was the word I was looking for. Tutelage. And you guys have just been taking that and just kind of rolling with it. And it looks like it's been working again and again and again. Has he mentioned this? There's a possibility. You guys are on the top. People are going to come for you from the top. Be prepared. I feel like he has that Sifu mindset with him.
Did you forget about the first show already?
No, I was there.
That's what I'm asking.
It got personal.
It's you're telling them or the fans that's watching, mindset 7. The target was already initiated March 18th when they went against the Divines and the Gorilla Squad clash with the OG Silverback.
Yeah.
Not Mike Divine, Ali Steele. And the tank of the Gorillas, Ellie Tank. And they went toe to toe to a time trial. Young boys went against the old heads. And they stood their ground.
The limit. Yeah. Claps to you guys. That took a lot of guts. And
you cannot
stuff pat in the back.
The Gorillas, you are it's fight or flight. Yes, I said that ring is my kingdom, my empire. But when the Gorillas in there, that's their jungle. Now the Divines are building up their dynasty. So when they're in that ring, it's their dynasty. So you got to look at every show that they have stepped in, even myself. See how much they have progressed. But we can't take away from the other team that they're facing, RCK, that they're the winners of the 2023 tag team tournament, the Divine Dynasty, versus the contenders of the best tag team of ICE, RCK. And the only reason they got that, they beat the Washington Bullets. That is something hard to do. I have faced the Bullets multiple times, and I, that experienced in tag team, could not do so. So but the end of the day, the King and the Devon knows that these boys right here, fans, right here, right next to me, are going to the top. They're going to win.
There's no doubt.
I can't wait for Saturday the 15th. I'm just going to tell y'all. I'm
glad you're going to be there.
Yes. I'm going to be there.
And this is what it's called, the collaboration. If I can't be a show, Ron's going to be the show. And may I say, Indy King, ICE has an incredible commentary team. You guys have a list of guys that just seem to be calling the action and just kind of bringing in the hype when it comes to these matches, because these boys in here doing the hard work in the ring, trying to put on this show, put on these great stories. And sometimes we have a hard time catching up with some of the guys you guys are doing in there. You got the speed, the technique, the high flying. You guys make us earn that money that we guys do by the end of the night. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Don't appreciate me. I'm just a champion. They hired me. I did the job. I got it done. Don't matter. It's a nasty way to get it done, but a win is a win.
Well, we're thanking you because you, as the champion, represent the company at the highest level that we're allowed to get a hold of. We're not allowed to have their brass press the flesh and all that shit. They don't allow that. They keep it real hush hush about who's running things at ICE. They keep a lot of things hush hush, which kind of irritates the shit out of me. But it's okay. I like to see promotions where we know in advance who's going to be challenging who. Do we even know who your opponent is?
Victor Walker. I just did a promo. It was not even my best promo. It caught me off guard. I was thinking about it. It was July 15th. Victor Walker. Well, last time I seen this Victor Walker, he was at a different show and he got pinned. So now ICE gets me another person that hasn't said anything on social media, and I guarantee he more likely might say something tomorrow or next week. And if he does, it's going to be the same over jumbo of how they're going to come to the show, going to get their hand raised, and they're going to end my reign. But that's the problem. I'm actually doing the work because I say my promos late, but I guarantee my victory, no matter how it is. We can go back to flashback. March 18th. Sorry to my little brother Diego. He got pinned. I took an opportunity to toss somebody out. 1, 2, 3. I'm crowned. Following it, the tag team show was supposed to be Jet, but Jet didn't make it. I wonder why. Because I think he knows my talent. Hunter Reyes. Again, his show is pinned. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We're moving on to the next show. Bobby Husabi. Same situation. Powerbomb, 1, 2, 3. I have, no matter how I done it, I have pinned each individual by outsmarting them. I haven't hit my spine buster. I haven't hit the red thunder bomb. So that should tell you I don't need my moves to get the win. I just gotta outsmart my opponent.
Right. Right.
All he's doing is listing his experience here. And I think that's the main thing that the Indy King has or has been having over his opponents lately. He's showing that veteran mindset. He's showing that he's been putting his nose to the grindstone, just really, putting in the work. I mean, you posted pictures about training, and you're really trying to like prepare yourself for this matchup. I mean, you're a fighting champion. I think that's what the fans want. They want a champion that is going to be challenged. I could see the frustration. Every time you come on here, I could see the frustration. When am I going to get that challenge? When am I going to get that opponent that actually makes me feel something? It makes me, feel like I don't
feel alive. I would say this now. I don't feel alive. As a champion right now, representing a company, I do not feel alive because I'm not getting that push to, yes, you might have a killer instinct, but I don't have to use it. It's mean like I have just play with you. It's like a cat toy. Yeah. Playing with it until I get done and I just want to end it.
Kind of like Rocky and Rocky 3. You were fighting a bunch of jabronis, a bunch of people that you didn't view were real contenders for your heavyweight title. And then, you're looking for your Clubber Lang, right? You're looking for somebody to really come and push you to that next level.
That's all I require from ICE. I just want to know what happened. ICE, I know you're watching this. What happened? You had 4 other good contenders. My brother, TDT, Chris Bay, Infinite Man, TIM. You gave me a challenge, even though I outsmarted them, but y'all gave me contenders. Something worth to say I am the first ICE champion. Now, after show, it's like, y'all just feeding me people you think can beat me. I don't need people that think they can beat me. I want people that know deep down and they have the same passion I can have, that they know they can beat me. This right here is keeping the lights on. This is making my life much easier. And so unless somebody has the passion to take this from me, I'm gonna ride this easy way, this easy paycheck. And when these boys over here get the tag team, again, they're gonna ride an easy paycheck because nobody is passionate like us.
Damn right.
Very cool. So you're defending against Victor, Divine Dynasty against RCK, the Radical City Kings, and that's for the tag titles.
Oh yeah.
All the gold's on the line.
And let us give you a spoiler and not a prediction. You're looking at the new ICE heavyweight tag champions.
Ooh. So I need to go ahead and start rehearsing saying that.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Go ahead
okay.
Yes.
Write that down on a note card. Anything you need to do, have that ready.
Look, my gear bag is right there.
They're manifesting it right now. They're telling you right ahead. They're going to walk away with the gold. You know what? That's an easy bit.
Already are.
There's no manifesting, no crystals, no powder, no smoke. These are hard, cold facts. We deserve, we need those tag titles, baby.
We leaving without
us. That's what's missing. That is what's missing in a lot of it today. Is people want. It's not a want. It's a need. And when I hear you two talk about the need for that achievement, you talk about the need for somebody to push you and the need for somebody to try to beat you. That's where everybody, not just entities of this industry, but fans as well, get invested. I want to take that to a comment that came in. Scott Larson, the host of the #Truth podcast, been around longer than I have, retired more times than Ric Flair. But he said, these men giving us something to invest in, sweet, I love this. Because that's the type of stuff that that was his big thing, was give me something to invest in. You're giving the fans something to invest in.
Why wouldn't you want to?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, why would you want to? That's a hell of a great question to ask today's professional wrestling. Why would you want to give the fans and the people something to invest in? Because people are fucking lazy and they get complacent. I mean, do you want me to tell you the truth? Because that's the truth. That's what happens. But I don't see complacency on any of you three.
No, sir. No, sir.
I see
a
hunger. I see a drive.
Determination. Grit. Y'all two, where do you think RCK is right now? Where do y'all think they are? It's Thursday night at about 9:45, 20 of 10. Where do you think
in their
they
mama's
are right
basement, probably playing some video games, eating some pizza, wishing they had the tag team championship.
Hot Cheeto fingers.
And where are you? In the fucking ring training.
Getting ready for next weekend.
Make it make sense, folks. Make it make sense. It makes sense right there.
Like we
right
said,
there.
The next
It writes itself. It writes itself. There
you got that hand taped because you try to protect it so you can deliver a stiff right. I can see it.
Oh yeah.
I know what that is. What's this?
Oh, I'm sorry. We writing checks that our mouth can cash. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Oh, let us give y'all a little. This is one of the. This come from Unc himself. He always told us, especially since I've come to the dynasty. He always said the dynasty's motto is cash checks and break necks. And at least every ice show, we've done just exactly that. Break necks and cash checks. And the next check we gonna cash is on them tag titles. I'm gonna keep saying it. We gonna get them tag titles.
Why?
Why? Because, well, first off, I want to see my pretty reflection. But second off,
because it is so fine when you are divine.
The Divine Dynasty,
I like that.
Indy King JT. Guys, y'all sound like you're ready for next weekend. Do you have anything else y'all would like to say? And Indy King JT, can you tell the powers that be, because they don't answer my messages all the time. I know they answer you because you're their champion. Can you let me know about who I should expect on next week for here? Because we've got a segment lined up for ICE that's got to get advertised.
Mm-hmm.
Give me one second.
Do we have a card? Do we have a listing?
He's working on it now.
He's
working on it now.
Guy.
Guys, we don't have nothing else to say other than that we're gonna be the next tag team champions. But we got the ladies trying to come in here right now. So if you don't mind, we do need to.
Gentlemen, thank you.
And that pretty boy psycho and blow up on him like a big dynamite.
Guys, thank y'all for joining us. I greatly appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you in about 10 days.
Of course. Thank you, guys.
We'll see you then.
Thank you. Ooh, I got tingles. I got
them two fucking mean business, man. Them two mean business.
Have next week, if they're gonna continue, RCK supposed to be joining y'all next podcast.
Okay, RCK will be here next week.
So I guess you will get to hear from RCK next week.
Okay.
But here's the kicker. I got an update on a card. I'm gonna put a little flavor on this little T-bone steak we got grilling up right quick. You got a triple tag match with the Los Familia, the Hounds of Hades, and Gorilla Squad for the number one contender to face whoever wins the tag team titles July 15th.
Okay.
Wow.
There's a little update for the card.
Woo!
How about this, Mr. King? If you're not too busy next week, can you get them to either send me the card, or would you be willing to come on? You don't have to come on with RCK. You can come on after, or you can come on during. Whenever you want, you can come on. But that way we can have a full card to unveil, because we've got next week's going to be 3 full cards to go over. And I want to make sure that ICE's getting theirs out as well.
Understandable. I just sent them a message. They've been pretty good on spot on replying quickly. I informed them that they need to get with y'all because y'all helping promote their company and getting the word out, and at least give you some insight what to promote.
Man, I appreciate that. I really
appreciate that very much.
Indy King JT, reigning defending heavyweight champion. Do you have anything else that you would like to say?
Just like I've been saying in every promo to everybody, and before I get into that promo, if you haven't, like, share, and subscribe to these boys. They've been doing their thing since they've been part of ICE from March 18th. They have been promoting every other independent wrestling, giving them a platform to speak. So if you feel the need, we highly suggest that the person drop a star to show that you want them to continue their work, or just share with friends and family, have them share. But before I get off this, I'm going to say, like I said, every promo, once it's said and done, you will bow down with.
Wow.
He does that.
Dude, that guy means business.
It's
that
like
guy
Batman.
Means business. All right, so look, here's what we're going to do, because we're cutting it close on time. We're going to do a quick run through of upcoming events, and then I've just received a request. Somebody else would like to come on air. They're going to close the show out.
Okay.
With us, but we're going to run through what we got coming up. So let's do that. And then we'll go from there. Okay.
All right, let's do it.
But the reason I'm saying that we're going to do this, we're bringing on this last guest at the end of the show, is because we're actually going to change the show from what it has been and what it normally is to something way different. So I just want to kind of preface this, that way everybody can kind of be prepared for what's coming, because I guarantee you all ain't got a goddamn clue what's coming. So let's catch up on comments. While everybody was on air from ICE, Robin Golfin posted angry faces. Okay. Bill Wright.
I don't know. You were just upsetting the fans, the people watching.
Look, no. People have to learn to hear me out in order to. You got to remember, dude, that while I'm not a journalist, I'm not biased. I'm just an asshole. So you have to learn to hear me out the whole way to understand everything I'm trying to say.
You said tight butthole. Tight butthole.
No. I said asshole. I didn't say tight butthole, even though, that's true too. What the fuck is the matter with you? Derek Vanderford chimed in to say, if they have Cheeto fingers, how y'all end up in the ring with them? Y'all wrestle bums? Wow. Jason Mater Robinson chimed in. What is up? Hey. Wolby said, how are y'all? Wolby, we are busy as hell. Dude, you chimed in at the beginning. You're chiming in towards the end. It's been a long show, Jack.
It has
Bill
been.
Wright,
Fun
Overdriver
show,
LLC. Be sure y'all are checking out this app. Thursday night or Thursday Spotlight, putting in the promoting work. We put in the work. This is what we do. Appreciate the shout out, Mr. Wright. If y'all don't know about Overdriver LLC, get your asses over there, get that thing signed up. Bill, we got to talk about some upcoming shows, because I got 5 dates. I've got 5 dates that I'm booked at. You know most of them. We got to make sure we're catching as many of these young independent talents as we can with Overdriver LLC, because we really want that thing to succeed.
Indeed,
Coming up.
Indeed.
So we've been talking about next weekend, Friday the 14th, Extreme Warfare XWW returns to Waxhaw Tap House. Be there, free admission, television taping, Waxhaw, North Carolina. Doors open at 7. That's going to be a hell of a show. We always have a good time at Waxhaw Tap House. David.
Ladies and gentlemen, you saw the co-owners and promoters of this show, IAW, comes to Manassas, Virginia, near David's hometown. Come out and visit and hang out as the newest faces of indie professional wrestling come to the Northern Virginia area here in the DMV. We already talked to a couple of the matches. We have Gabriel Kai going against Risk. You have Jay Cole versus against Joe Ocasio. You don't want to miss out. Like I said earlier, big, beefy boys being brutal in the ring live this upcoming weekend, July 15th, next weekend, Saturday 15th. That is my birthday weekend. Come hang out. Manassas, Virginia Boys and Girl Club. Tickets are still available. Check out the QR code. You don't want to miss out on that. It's going to be an amazing, amazing blowout. You heard it here. It's going to be not just a wrestling show. It's just going to be a wrestling experience. You don't want to be out.
That's going to be awesome. On the same day, if you're not going to Virginia, come hang out with me in North Carolina, because I'm going to Jacksonville, North Carolina for ICE Integrity Championship Entertainment. Got you in sight. Salute to the Troops Part 2 coming to you. Dude, this is going to be a show you've heard from the Indy King JT. You've heard from the Divine Dynasty. Who else are we going to hear from? RCK slated to be on the show next week. Wonder what they have to say.
And the same day, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the North Carolina area, near and around the King, North Carolina area, then don't miss out on an awesome show. ALW, FWA, you've had them on the show before. An awesome group of talent right here. Started with Mike Mars. You have Case and Kane. You have Mickey Fulp here. Sin Crowley. I haven't seen that guy in a while. And then Ron, I know you know some of the guys here. Besides the big man in the middle here at TDT, you know that the Zenith are going to make an appearance here. And it's all about retribution.
Lexi Steele, Mickey Fulp. I know a couple of the folks on that poster.
And that's going to be at 3 p.m. in King, North Carolina. You don't want to miss out. Tickets are still available for that as well.
Yep, doors open at 3:30, bell time 4 p.m. XWW coming back on Friday, July 21st, will be at Lenny Boy Brewing. This is Cruel Summer, live television taping. This is going to be another one. Don't want to miss. Always a good time at Lenny Boy. I'm excited to be back up there in the Charlotte area again. Man, we always have a great time. The shows are out of control. A lot of people like to talk about chaos and all these other buzzwords. You know what? Let me give you a real good buzzword to use when it comes to XWW: carnage. Because that's what it ends up being. You ever seen barbed wire getting thrown at a ballroom? Because that's what happened at XWW. Barbed wire 2x4, barbed wire table. Holy shit, Batman. Let's go to Cruel Summer. Coming up after that, the very next day, Pro Wrestling Union returns for Heat Wave. This is going to be awesome. There is donations being accepted for the 4 Points Church of Greer. We have Garrett Sinclair versus Antonio Morgan. We have Cam Jackson versus Deion Johnson in a street fight. Just to correct one thing, this is a championship contenders pool for AWL's heavyweight title. This is a round 2 fight. So whoever goes on through this one moves into the finals, as there are 4 people in that contenders pool. The Chambertown street fight is for the CPW heavyweight championship, and that is also called the final battle between Cam Jackson and Deion Johnson. Jeff Connolly will challenge Buggy Wright for the junior heavyweight strap. Luca Daniels and Brino Royce will challenge the Heat Seekers. 4-time NWA tag team champions put their Pro Wrestling Union titles on the line.
That's a risk. That is a huge risk,
That's
and they're willing to take it.
insane.
Man.
Going up against Luca Daniels and
Man.
Brino Royce. It's going to be one hell of a fight. Drew Hood versus Bebop. Drew Hood wants that title back, and Bebop's holding the gold. Guys, it's going to be off the charts. Coming up the very following weekend, XWW's back one more time for Betrayal 2023. This is their pay-per-view. I've only got a couple of pictures and only got a couple of matches announced so far. Angelica Risk versus Danny Moon, and she is going up against her in a special guest referee match where the special guest referee is the women's champion, Lexi Steele.
You know what? One word I hear for that: shenanigans. Shenanigans are afoot on that one. I tell you, guaranteed.
Did you hear shenanigans? You heard shenanigans. Basad will be defending his XWW United States Championship in a Depths of the Netherworld hardcore rules match against Sephiroth. I don't know what the fuck that means, but I know that's going to be fucking insane. So all I'm going to tell you is this. This is at Monroe National Guard Armory in Monroe, North Carolina. This right here has got all the makings of a bloodbath. And
are you kidding me? I mean, we heard of what happened the last show with Sephiroth, and you know what goes on with this, with the Neon Ninja himself. It's gonna be
shit crazy,
brutal. And speaking of brutal,
XWW heavyweight champion Fulton defending against Fodder. Psycho Boy looking to claim that title for himself. Guys, this is going to be insane. So trust me when I tell you, you don't want to miss it. Coming up August the 5th, we also got to talk about the Gathering. We will talk about the Gathering as we get closer to August, because the Gathering's going on in August. We'll try to actually get some live footage from there. We'll see what's going to happen with that. But Saturday, August the 5th, Pro Wrestling Union presents Iron City Clash. This is going to be a benefit fundraising event for Blacksburg Middle School. Going to be an awesome time. Be sure you check it out. Body Slams for Book Bags also taking place. That is August the 12th, the following weekend. This is Wrestling for Christ and View Church putting this one on. Come meet Barbarian. We've got Parade of Champions coming. That's going to be Rabbit Barber Memorial Parade of Champions. I thought there was a date. Wasn't there? No, there's not. I guess there's not a date yet for that one. Perhaps. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong. We got George South. Yeah, there's nothing. It's a September. I know it's a September show. I just can't remember the day on it right now. But we got time. We got time to get there. So let's talk about September 9th. I think that one's September 2nd. That's September 2nd. This is September 9th. David, you got this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, September 9th, UPW returns for Uncensored. September 9th in Raleigh, North Carolina. Some of the talent here is already shown here on the poster. My boy, Gabriel Kai, Killer Kai in the middle. Then you have the big three on the top, Bobby Fish, Alex Kane, Buff Bagwell, coming to UPW. You heard about the first show. It was a blowout. It was amazing. This one's going to just elevate it to the next level. You don't want to miss out on Uncensored. Please show the next poster here. Thank you, Lorenzo. Take a look at that. You have Buff Bagwell, Alex Kane. It's going to be an amazing, amazing night of wrestling. And look at that, $15 a ticket. You don't want to miss out. Boys and Girls Club, thank you. Shout out to them for allowing us to put on another show to be our main venue here for these shows. Talking about that show, don't miss out. Use promo code Estacado to save on that show and any other following shows coming up for UPW as well.
Fantastic. Coming back in September, CPW returns for TakeOver. 5 years and ain't dead yet. Coming in, we have in action Curtis Coleman. He is the GZW heavyweight champion. That dude right there, I don't know too much about Mr. Coleman, but I can tell you one thing. That guy looks mean, pissed off, and like he's going to hurt somebody. You know who else looks like they're going to hurt somebody? NWA star AJ Kazana will be in the house September 23rd for TakeOver.
Talk about a big, beefy boy. That is a big, beefy boy.
Dude, that guy is a hoss, okay? He is a hoss. We met him in Tennessee. The guy is a monster. Coming up October the 7th, Shop with a Cop 3, Heroes to Legends Wrestling is putting on another show. I can't wait for this one. More info to come as we get closer. Super Clash is coming to you from AWL at the Welford Pavilion, October 21st. And take a look at this. The Real Drago and Curtis Coleman have been announced for this, as well as King Enterprises International making their presence known. More to come on that as well. I was recently reached out to by King Enterprises, by the higher-ups. They requested some time in August for you and I to do some work. So you and me will have to do some work in August.
All right, cool.
For King Enterprises International. And that is what we have lined up so far. We also have Intense Action Wrestling Run It Back coming up. They haven't given us a date yet, but we're keeping the flyer there. With the rest of the September stuff, trying to keep everything nice and orderly. So, guys, look, that's everything we got coming up. Real quick, what we're about to do is we're changing gears.
We got one more thing.
What?
You forgot to mention. This weekend, Firestar Pro Wrestling presents Blackout, the final fight at Federal Street. You don't want to miss out on that this weekend. Again, use promo code Estacado to save on this and all future Firestar shows. That's it.
Look here, you keep saying that I forgot something. I didn't forget because you didn't send it to me. I didn't forget to mention it. You didn't send it. It's okay.
Many profiles.
We're
late.
Busy. We're busy. We're running late. We're running long. But guys, look, we're gonna switch gears real quick. I told y'all at the end of the show we were gonna do something different. So we're gonna bring on a guest and we're gonna talk real. So I'm just gonna make it. I'm gonna make it this way. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome to the show Mr. Derek Vanderford.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Ron. David, we appreciate you as always as putting up with Ron.
Thank you.
God bless you. God bless you for doing your job because, man, I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want that job. Thank goodness you're here. That's all I can tell you.
See, somebody recognizes talent.
He wanted this job. Don't let him lie to you. He fucking politicked to get the co-host job.
Yeah, okay.
Him and two other promoters politicked for this job, and I hired David.
Well, that's the only good choice I've ever known you to make.
Yeah, not picking you. Right, I know.
Right. Well, I didn't politic for shit. So
yeah, you did.
No, sir. Not never did. But yeah, you guys sounding good, looking good.
You wanted to talk reality, so let's do the real.
Okay,
deal. Let's do the real.
Okay,
business.
Well, reality. Look, this Saturday at APW Bowling Springs, South Carolina. I'm not a regular there. I haven't been there in quite a while, but they are having a memorial service for Danny Paris, who was a longtime independent wrestling journalist and commentator and all that in the Carolinas. He didn't get along with everybody, but who does, you know? And he doesn't have a lot of family. Matter of fact, we are his family. Whether he liked you or he didn't like you, you're his family because he's lived his life 100% of the time pro wrestling, independent pro wrestling in the Carolinas. He didn't have children. His parents are long gone. So this is his memorial service, and he commentated for matches with like Dusty Rhodes and Terry Funk and Brad Armstrong and Jerry Lawler and Billy Joe Travis from Memphis to here. And, you know, he was stubborn and all these things, but what old school guy isn't? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he rubbed, especially people who are involved now, he rubbed people the wrong way, some of them, but he also influenced a whole lot of people and helped build a whole lot of people, myself included, and many other people. From our Truth included. You talk to our Truth, he'll tell you that Danny Paris, you know, helped him out a lot. And I can't think right now of how many people, but lots and lots and lots of people. And he was a tape trader back in the day. Can you imagine either of you doing the job you're doing right now, which it wouldn't even exist, but I'm just saying, could you imagine trying to report right now if there was no internet? If there was no internet, things were done by mail and by phone. Well, that's where Danny was from. Things you didn't find it out till next week. You couldn't find it out tonight. You had to find it out next week. He was responsible for between, I would say, 1990 and 2000, all the Carolinas guys who got in the PWI 500, he did that. He was an official Pro Wrestling Illustrated reporter, journalist, whatever, you know, whatever. But like I say, he was especially in his later years, he was a little gruff and stuff like that. But in his prime, he made the rounds, and no matter how much maybe he was annoying, maybe you didn't want him around, he didn't care. Ron, I feel like he paved the way for you, baby. Look, he might have been annoying. You didn't want him around, but
no,
he was
that's
there.
not.
He paved the way. He paved the way. Yes, he did.
Hey, we're not doing that on air.
Okay.
You and I can have a conversation off air about
this. Right.
We're not doing that on air. That's disrespectful. I won't do that to him.
Right.
So
I can't help
liking somebody.
Sometimes I can't help myself. It's in my blood.
You're good. You're good. You're good. No, look, Derek, I'm being sincere when I tell you that you're fine. I'm saying this sincerely.
I know I'm fine. I've had many women tell me. Go ahead.
Damn sure didn't mean it that way, Jack. But listen.
Get nice.
I wasn't even going to mention anything to do with the guy.
I
knew him.
I know.
You asked. I obliged. That's a sign of respect that not a lot of fucking people would have expected from me. Anyway.
Yes, sir. And I appreciate that. I do. I really do. This is, different from what I normally would say. But yeah, I appreciate you letting me say this. But yeah, you met him in the past few years and stuff like that, and he's been around forever, man.
I didn't have a problem with him at a show.
Right.
Once again, we'll take that conversation. Look, put a pin in that, and you and I can talk about it off air.
Right. But most of his time in wrestling was before the internet. That's what you got to understand. Like you could write things out. There was no sending a video. That's not unheard of. You know what I mean? It was he wrote things out and called people and told them things and stuff like that. And so I just feel like his only public memorial service is this Saturday at 4:00.
I thought that was this past weekend. I thought
no.
Okay,
no,
this weekend.
This coming Saturday at 4:00 in Boiling Springs, South Carolina, because he doesn't really have family left. His family that's left is us. and I'm not the kind of guy to do these kinds of things, but sometimes it's like, damn it, you do need to remember him. I mean, he is, he did do a lot of stuff, and he helped a lot of people, and he, had an influence. He really did. He really did. So that's all. Whether you liked him or not, I mean, it's, but he had an influence. He was there. He loved wrestling more than anything else in life. He loved pro wrestling. That was his true love.
Gotcha.
So if he didn't have kids or a wife, or he didn't have other things he was doing 24/7, it was pro wrestling. And so, I think those of us who understood that should remember him. Should remember him for that, because he gave his life to us. Let's celebrate that.
I won't be in attendance Saturday. I have prior engagements.
I understand that.
This Saturday I've got a meeting with somebody from Florida. So
somebody from Florida, shit.
From the Keys, picked them up from the airport myself.
Oh, well, at least it's from the Keys. If it was from Jacksonville or somewhere, I'd fucking cuss you out. But the Keys, hey, that might be big stuff,
Hey, Derek, when do you know
Florida
I
man.
can do big shit? No,
Florida
I ain't going
man.
to get Florida man. I'm not going to get Florida man. I don't have nothing against Florida man, but I don't have
anything against him. I wouldn't go on a road trip with him, but I don't have anything against Florida
I said
man.
pick him up from the airport, like right here. Like GSP. But anyway, Derek, hey man, look, thank you for telling the people about that event this weekend.
That's it. And the next time I talk, it won't be so cordial. But for right now, one night only, I appreciate you for letting me say that. But after tonight, fuck you. But tonight, thank you.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it, Derek. All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, that's been
thank you. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a hell of a show. I'm actually going to drop this one. This episode was badass. This episode's going out there to the masses so they can hear it. And we'll catch you next time, man. So, you know what? It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. And you know what we always say? We'll see you
at the Indies.
Damn right we will.
Buenos Doritos, we're out.
Take it easy.